Twitter notification. App switcher. Closing Twitter. Twitch. Close Twitch. Activate. Welcome to the chat room. Double.
How's it going, everybody? Blind Motor Gamer and Rubber Blue here, and we're bringing you the start of Xuan Yuan Sword 7 on PS4, which will be played on the PS5. How's it going, Rubber Blue? How have you been doing?
Been doing all right. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. This is a game I got over the Christmas holiday. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and as always, our drink of choice is Coca-Cola.
Mine's an Ace Pineapple Cider, so... But then again, I've got plenty of Coke in the refrigerator,
Hell
so
yeah!
it's all right.
Hell yeah! Alright, so we are doing this on normal. We're not doing this on easy. Or very easy. We're gonna be big boys and do it normal. So let's get going. Now this is all in Chinese, keep in mind. So, I thought for a minute we were gonna lose the Coca-Cola, but we're not, so it's all good. Yep, I thought for a minute we were going to lose the Coca-Cola gimmick, but it is staying and it is intact. That's all I'm going to say.
Good.
Now, when we get going, none of this voice acting is all in Chinese, so keep that in mind.
You're fine. I'm trying to get settled myself.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Here. Thank
to
you,
get this thing turned
Wisebot,
on.
for all the...
Checkmark. Live online under the game Xuan Yuan Sword 7. The up.
Thank you, Wisebot.
又来了吗？
I think Commenter said he might join us too for another
Yeah, he
person.
might.
Yeah, I messaged him and said I was on tonight, so maybe we can add another person to the chat just to keep things interesting.
Oh yeah. I put it left here. Hey, Common the Crusher, what's up?
Oh, you did
Man,
come!
what y'all doing?
We're playing Xuan Yuan Sword 7.
I know. Oh, let me turn down my TV.
And this, just so everybody knows, the voice acting in this is in Chinese.
Let's see.
So just to
It
give
is.
everybody a little heads up,
Ah,
the voice acting in this is not in English. It's all going to be in Chinese, so...
Chinese. What's going on, y'all?
Not
How's
much, man. I was telling Roper that we thought there for a minute that Coca-Cola was not going to be a part of the stream no more.
Huh.
We thought that for a minute, but it's, hey, your boy BMG came in clutch.
Like a Steph Curry 3-point shot, huh?
Well,
Yep, I
he
thought
was-
for a minute that we were going to have to lose Coca-Cola as our part of our gimmick.
Well, he was Coca-Cola and I'm a Ace Pineapple Cider, so...
Yep, and hey, this is only the beginning of our epic, we're back to our epic, streams, man. We're back to our epic streams. We get to have, epic streams, and man, Friday night, New Year's Eve, is going to be a hell of a party.
No, it ain't. I'm gonna be at work.
Damn it!
Well,
Damn it! Damn it!
well, on a positive note, I've got a job offer. I'm going through all the background checks. So hopefully in a couple of weeks, I'll be working a normal 8 to 5 Monday through Friday job.
Okay.
Good. Maybe then we can.
Congratulations. Hopefully everything goes well.
Hopefully, we'll see what happens.
So,
If you do
Prayers,
get this
fingers
job,
crossed,
hey,
all that.
well, I've got the job offer, but it's a job that
oh
requires a
shit,
little
here
bit-
we go, baby.
It's a little bit more of a job that requires background checks, so I'm waiting on all the background checks to come through, and then hopefully.
Hey, what do you think?
妖魔是越来越多了。
I don't know. This is the first time in a couple weeks I've been able to get on, so I'm in the store to see if there's any deals on any new games real quick.
This game rocks.
Hey, I just copped the Witcher 3 like days ago.
Yeah, I've got that already.
I've been wanting to get the. I think I'm gonna wait on the PS5 version of the complete edition to come out. Then I'm gonna cop it because I played it and I wasn't too thrilled on the accessibility on the PS4 version. You know?
Oh no, my parents said they were gonna get me the PS5, but I stopped my mom from doing it because it was just where she found it was a scalper and they wanted like $800-900 for it.
Yeah,
And
don't
I said,
do
no,
that.
Hey, no,
I said-
stay with them scalpers.
I
Yeah,
said,
stay away.
I said no. I said I can find one. I said if I want it that bad, I could put some effort into it.
Right.
Right.
Well, when I tell you that when they went to Virginia Tech early December,
Yo. Alright, so for those of you who are watching, this game is Xuan Yuan Sword 7 by East Asia Soft, and it's got a lot of cool Chinese history and mythology comboed in. And as you're going to listen to here, the voice acting is in pure Chinese. No English. Yeah, you hear that? They're all talking in Chinese. What do you think?
啊，
小子，你来的正好。
红儿，怎么了？
it looks nice so far.
你的机关约
Graphics-wise.
又卡住了，可我够不着。
哇，真高！
I've, you know, for two people at work, I've asked them if they've bought Battlefield 2042, and surprisingly, nobody at work that I know
周
that
小子，你当心！
actually gets on the PS4 or Xbox has really bought it yet, which kind of surprised me.
I'm kind
小心
of...
点啊！
没事，
You know, so I
在下面
tried to
等着
get a
吧。
few people's opinions on Battlefield 2042, and
I've heard mixed opinions on it.
so I haven't heard a real good.
小心！
没事没事。
But notice how the voice acting is in Chinese here?
给，
Yep.
谢谢。
Has anybody played Call of Duty
今
Vanguard
天
yet?
是香儿满周岁的大日子吧？
No.
No.
那这个送给香儿。
哇，好精巧的玩具。
这可是我自己做的，你也喜欢吗？
嗯，
好，那等你明年生辰的时候，我再做一个送你，更厉害的。
啊，真的吗？
一言为定。哎，太傅来找我了，赵小子，我先走了。
我也。
明年生辰的事，我不会忘的。
And just so you know, Powerball's at a 440 million. If anybody needs to go out to the store and get their Powerball tickets tonight.
Yes.
Dude, sounds good.
So I figured I'd give everybody a fair chance to win the lottery. And never have to work again.
Hey, that would work for me. So, does everybody want to know what's on the itinerary for New Year's Eve this year?
I tell you what is gonna be work. I'm gonna work Friday night, I'm gonna work Saturday night, I'm gonna work Sunday night, and then I'm gonna move Monday.
Move Monday?
Yep.
Oh, you're moving?
We had some things happen here at my car. When we get done with the game, I'll tell you. When we get done with the stream.
Yeah. We don't need douchebags coming up and finding us. But yeah, I got some things to tell. Oh, here we go. Yeah, notice off the bat the way that they do the compass in this game, how it's automatically dark.
Mm-hmm.
阿福
That's
叔，
one good
夫
thing.
子，您回来了。
阿福叔，还是叫我昭儿就行了。
你可真是。哎，对了，夫人她在找您呢，您还是快些到书房去。这些书卷让阿福遣人给您拿回房吧。
What did he
谢
just
谢阿
say?
福叔。
Oh, hey, does anybody play that new Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy yet, or seen the reviews on it?
It's good. I'm gonna be doing a playthrough, a PS5 playthrough. I've been meaning to get back into it. I got this, and I've been sidetracked. I've been just so enamored in this.
Okay.
There's such good things about
What
it.
about you, Commoner? Have you played it yet?
Nah. I seen a walkthrough of it. No, it's just not
昭
for
儿
me.，
你先照看香儿一会儿。
Understandable.
那您呢？
今日贵客云集，你阿父正忙着呢，我还得去盯着厨工才行，免得怠慢。
阿母，您辛苦了。
香儿
I
就交给
think
你
Game
了。
Ranks did this Ghost to Terra Mishima Legends too, but I forgot what they said
Oh.
about it.
You mean Xuan Yuan?
Oh no, it says Ghost to Tsushima Legends and Director's Cut on here.
Oh, I've got that. I bought that
Yeah,
over the holidays, so
Yeah,
I'll be playing that too here real soon as well.
I'll go to Tsushima. Hey man, that's a nice game.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's nice. I haven't played my version in such a long time, man.
I know. I've heard a lot of good things about the PS5 version. And this is on PS4 common, so you could get it as well.
Oh, I think until mass production happens of,
The 5.
yeah, unless you're like you where you got it on one of those PlayStation things, which pissed me off about that because it wouldn't accept my damn password on
香儿，
the
你醒了？
email link to get it.
今天乖吗？
You know, I got a friend at work that finally got it too.
Man. Yeah.
Got it for him and his girls.
嗯，
你看，
PS5s are
阿
hard to
兄今
come
天又
by.
带回了不少书
Yeah,
卷
they
呢。
are.
希望以后我也能像阿父一样博学，才不会辱了阿父名声。
But yeah, this game, it intrigued me. I wanted to get it and play it, but like, I was like, how the hell do you spell it? And then I got the spelling. I'm like, oh. And I'm glad I got it on PS5. Know what I mean? I'm glad I got it on PS5 because I heard the PS4 version is very sluggish. Now, speaking of PS5, tomorrow we're going to play a game that's a little bit more brutal, but I won't tell you till the end. And for those of you... Oh, shit. The shit's going down. Those assholes,
阿母，
they came in
在这正
here.
好。
Oh, no. They want his sister, I think.
怎么了？啊，外头。
待会儿你就带着香儿赶快离开家，不要再回来了，走得越远越好。
可是，
搜，一个都不能放过。
I've heard a few of these Chinese-based PlayStation games are pretty good.
阿姆，
快去吧。
Yeah, this was made by a small studio.
Yeah, I've seen some of the reviews on some of them, like through YouTube and stuff. Because it's stuff that I found through at work, is I'll watch some of the video game reviews because they're quick videos, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I'll watch video game reviews and stuff on stuff I might be interested in purchasing myself. And
You might want to give this a look, because I think once you see the combat in this game, I think you'll like it. Oh, those. Oh, hell no, those motherfuckers. Oh, hell no. They didn't. They didn't.
They did. They did.
oh, they did. Oh, they so did.
Oh, our homeboy is pissed off. Yeah, it's gonna be fighting time real soon for homeboy. You know it?
Time for revenge.
It's gonna be fighting time for homeboy here real soon. Yeah, it's gonna be fighting time for homeboy real soon. So his mettle is gonna be tested. And one thing I like about this, notice how in the game you get that really good bright indicator.
公子，赵公子，总算找到你了，查案去，赶紧来！让开，我来破门。
Oh, you
找了个
motherfuckers!
小姐，我这老命交在这儿，也是值了。
阿福叔，你
穿过廊道往前走。
Oh, those sons of bitches!
不要留下任何活
That's
口。
how it works.
走，到那边去。
They're just here to piss you off, make the game a little bit more difficult.
That, or they're trying to make our main character very angry. What do you think?
Could be.
But I've heard a lot of good things about this. East Agersoft did a good job in this. There's even a roguelike arena mode you can play. It's pretty cool. Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, this game is dope. I wish they would give us a PS5 version. Oh my god.
I like the lighting so far. Lighting the texture.
And it's only $40, so if you want to, if anybody's interested, it's reasonably priced.
行啊，别哭，阿兄在，还有阿兄在。乖，别怕，阿兄保护你。
Yeah, this is like... They said this is very gripping as far as the story.
Some of them, a lot of games actually do have a good storyline.
Yeah.
This one is supposed to. Yeah, those motherfuckers totally did it, and Homeboy is gonna get revenge. Yeah, Homeboy's gonna get revenge. He's pissed.
Yeah, like I said, time for revenge.
Yeah, and our homie is gonna totally do it. And the only way he knows how, and that's open up a big can of Chinese whoop ass. I hope I did not.
Slicing and dicing.
Yeah, boy. But no, I've been wanting to play this. I've been like itching to play this ever since. I was like, no, I better wait till I can stream this.
Right.
And I was just like, oh my god, I'm so glad I did. What's up with the background echo?
Might be my TV. I moved my futon in front of the TV, so I may need to turn down my TV
Alright, yeah.
a little bit more because I moved closer to it instead of my futon. I've got boxes and everything in the way.
Oh.
So it was easier to just move closer.
多位大人，
煎药。
Is that better?
煎药。
Oh yeah.
对，煎药。
Okay.
舍妹自幼有疾，每天早上都得吃这药汤。
So it's kind of hard to hear some of it unless I've got it turned up.
太史兄弟，你也不容易呀。今日要是表现好，请我们将军多给你加些赏钱。
BMG.
戴灵梅，
I don't know
好
if
大
you
夫。
heard.
多谢大人，必定不会误了大人们的大
Another
事。
WWE superstar got released.
好
Got
好接你
released
的药汤
today.
吧。
Who got the can?
Tony Storm. I don't know if you ever watched it lately.
Oh, I bet she'll be in AEW. Just watch.
Well, she's going to wait till March, late March.
Yep, because of her no complete calls.
Yeah, plus it's not 90 days too.
Yep, but no, the game so far has good graphics, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it does.
But no, I've heard, I want to see China's take on the Souls genre. Oh my god. Yeah, China's take on the Souls genre. They got I forget the name of the game, but they're making a RPG, an action RPG, and it's supposed to be very Souls-like and very Souls-heavy.
香儿， 香儿，
It's gonna be nuts.
Okay, would you say this game is almost giving like Ghost of Tsushima vibes? Would you say that?
In a sense. But there are some other mechanics there too. Like you get execution moves, you get finishing moves, you get martial arts, stamina.
小丫头，又淘
You
气
can。do parries, stuff like that.
来，坐着喝。
You'll see when things get going. Yeah.
又是一样的苦药。
香儿别胡说，我每天调的
So yeah, did
都
everybody
是
have
不
a
一
good
样的口药
Christmas?
呢。
这药
Yeah,
汤
my
就
Christmas
和阿
was
兄的
pretty
笑
cool.
容
My
一
Christmas
样，
Eve was
总是
cool.
换汤不
Oh
换。
yeah, mine was
快
too.
趁热喝了吧。
I actually have.
不然再给我讲个红儿的故事吧。
嗯，
你讲故事，我喝药汤，公平交易。
好。有一天傍晚，红儿在东市附近玩耍，发现了长安最高的那棵树。
Hang
那
on
是一
just a
棵
second, fellas. I'm gonna be on the stream, but I got a phone call coming through. Okay.
Alright.
那是一棵开满白花的梨树，生长在西阴
Yeah,
街
I
的
like
一
games
角，
like this where you gotta make the right choice.
好
I like
高
games
啊！
like that.
红儿决
That
定要爬上去看看
and。
爬着爬
You
着
gotta make，the
他
right
看
choices.
到
Set
了，
the words to
他看到了家家户户点起灯火，挂起灯笼，在橙红色的夕阳下，好像半个长安城都燃烧了起来。红儿决定不再回头看长安了，他专心地朝树梢爬着，直到夜深。他抬头看到月亮，觉得月亮好像
But no, this game is very, very well done, and
月亮好像一颗团子，又白又圆。红儿不由得想起阿木拿手的糯米团子。
阿兄也很擅长做糯米团子呢。
那也是小时候跟阿母学的。红儿越爬越高，最后爬到了月亮上。月宫金碧辉煌，和长安的模样完全不同。
然后呢？
然后呢？阿兄要出门了。
哦，阿兄一早就要出门啊？
是啊，这次机会难得，接到大人们的委托，带那些大人们进山，赏钱500。阿兄要是不接这委托，岂不是傻？
阿兄
Yeah, it's in Chinese.
是不是为了香儿的要钱？
想多了，小丫头，能挣钱干嘛不挣呢？喏，阿兄亲手做的香囊，可以驱虫提神，还可以静心辟邪、消灾解厄、百毒不侵。哦，这个修好了。你要找阿兄的时候，只要吹一声，阿兄就会马上
从山上滚下来。知道了。
知道就好。走了。香儿，怎么了？
没事，试试竹哨。
太史兄弟，
放心，阿兄很快就回来。
你快些回来。
But yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is East Asia Soft's first. Oh, I got a new. It looks like I have something new. But see how smooth that is?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can parry it with a 1. You know, very good stuff here. But it's got Ghost of Tsushima vibes, but it can be, it's very linear at times. Like, it's supposed to, I've heard that this game, it kind of gives you an open world, but it's very, it'll push you down a certain path. But if you think about it from this perspective, in terms of an accessibility perspective, in a way, I'm kind of mixed on it, you know? What I mean?
Yeah, it's the accessibility. Is the accessibility limited?
Well, there's no accessibility outright in the options menu, because remember, they don't have to do accessibility like the East and the West, like the West.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not required to do accessibility like Europe and the States and all that.
Yep.
You know, they don't have to do all that accessibility stuff. Whereas, yeah, they don't have to do all the accessibility stuff.
Gotcha.
Where, I mean, they could if they had a way to do it, but given that this is only their first, this is the 7th game in the series, you would think they would be down for it, but, you know, they might not be familiar with it, given their culture.
Right.
You know, so I'm not going to complain or harp on them too much about, you know, when there might be circumstances, making things a little bit more challenging in that aspect. You know, I'm not going to fault them for it. Whereas I know of some, I'm not going to name names, but I know some reviewers that would be quite harsh, shall we say? I will not be.
你可算好了？
算好了，2500，不多不少。
我是说，你总算是好了。村人都说，你只要有赏钱，什么活都肯干，还真没错。随我去禀报将军吧。
是。
Oh, this ain't gonna be good.
将军，一切就绪。发，得令。
Yep, I bet we're gonna fight. But no, this game is a lot of fun. And if you haven't got to play it yet, go and rectify that and fix that right now.
兄弟，这山上真有妖魔
You know?
山里一直都有一些山精野怪的，只是之前和我们井水不犯河水，多年来。
And notice how in this game, how the markers are very easy to see, like where you gotta go.
哎，几日前山里传来巨响。
Now, one thing that I wish they would
后来进山
do,
发现了奇怪
as
的破
far
坏
as
痕迹，连
accessibility,
岩壁都被击碎了。
maybe in the
老
next
猎户们
game,
都说这是大
you
妖作
know,
祟，让我
how
们
they
暂时不要
know
进山。
how it's gonna do in the West.
有人见到那大妖吗？
You know what I mean? 'Cause
或许有吧。
this is where they're getting feedback with this game.
几个
See?
年轻人不信邪，结伴进山打猎，就没有回来了。此后
So when they hear about
再没人敢进山。
When they hear about how well it does in this game does, they'll know how to make it better in the next one. And I'm all for that. Voila, I found it.
They're waiting on the feedback.
Right,
大
the
人
feedback.
这就是大妖作祟的痕迹。
What's about?
Oh, look at this. This is gonna be nuts.
I like the graphics and everything, man.
还有吗？
Oh, I know.
有，前面很多。
继续带路吧。
Yeah, I like them too. And one thing I like, the indicators are easy to see. There's not a lot of like hard visualization like in like the Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
If they would, if Insomniac would take cues from this game and learn from it, it would be so much better. You know?
Mm-hmm.
See right there, this is a form of navigational assistance. Voila. And see right there, you got an audio cue when you saw you got your destination, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Now the one
看来便是
thing...
这儿了。孙克，
Hold on,
在，
let's
你来
get
检查
some
痕迹
fun.。
是。
啊，说好的赏钱。
大人，
我瞧你胆识不错，身手也可以，还算有点本事的样子。待在这山村可惜了，要不要跟我们出去见见世面？我可以做主，给你多加1倍赏钱，安顿好家人。
大人太抬举我了，我哪有什么本事，就是懂得打猎罢了。只求尽力完成任务，拿了赏钱赶紧回家。
我们李军可不是普通的军队，你若加入，往后便是平步青云路。
高攀不起，高攀不起。
这倒不远，难道你有什么隐情？
能有什么隐情呢？大人就别笑话我了。
Oh, no, no, no. That motherfucker wants to invade our hometown? Ain't happening, son. Oh, no. That's... Ooh, God.
迎战！
And Humble is like, we're gonna get this.
孙克追击，寇延善后。是。太史兄弟，拿好了。
Oh shit! Here we go.
还是走我的山林小路吧。回家。
你们几个，搜查附近还有没有残余的妖魔？其他人随我来。这。
Sorry, guys. Thank you.
You're fine.
But yeah, one thing about I was telling comment over here. One thing I love about this game, they did notice. I don't know if you saw this or not, but the way that they did the markers and the waypoints in this game, very accessible, easily accessible with a visual.
Yeah. I like the marker on that one. It's moving with where your direction needs to be.
Oh yeah.
速度好快，差点就遭殃了。
I like that, you know.
还是凶多吉少。唉，先回村子吧。
You know, granted, I've got full eyesight, but still, you know.
Someone who does not, that makes it a little easier on them. Now, for someone without sight, yeah, there could be a little bit of improvement. But I'm not gonna complain when, you know, you can't have everything, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is only the first major game of theirs like this to be released in the West.
Oh, okay.
And this has been around for 30 years. See?
Wow.
This has been around since 1990.
Man.
And I'm sure that there's more that you can get, like, on PC, on Steam, and whatnot. But this is the first console release, and I'm going to tell you right now from an accessibility standpoint, at least from my perspective, the accessibility, from what I can tell, is very good. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Touchpad. Okay. Oh yeah.
Plus, when I like buying a game like this, I would look for the gigabytes. What's the room access?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I really want to see the what I want to see is okay, a good dodge move there.
I like the upgrade menu where you can go to your skills and do it that way.
How's that, bitch?
Let me see how the combat is.
Commenter, how's the workouts going?
Workouts are going good. I think I might have had a patch in my phone.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Hold up, what just happened? Did we get kicked off stream?
What,
Let me
just
see.
No?
No, we didn't.
2 viewers, +2. Alarm clock. 21 meters 51 cent by Y.
Alright, no, we're not.
0 hours.
No,
39
no. I'm gonna say no. No one's been kicked off. I had my
151. 2 viewers.
one of my ear things attached to my ear.
Alright, that might be what I heard. So what do you think of the combat in this game, guys?
It looks nice, but it looks nice, but I gotta see a little more of the combat.
Yeah, other than just the
wolves. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the combat in this game. For me, that was the selling point. I heard great things about the combat. I was like, the combat's supposed to be really good. Combine that with this good accessibility feature, with the way that the marker moves, you know, and how it's got easy platforming and easy climbing. That's a win for if you have motor, you know. But now, like I said, for those with no vision, it will be a bit challenging as far as finding where you gotta go. So you will need a little bit of help there. But as for, you know, the initial, you know, once you figure out where you're at and all that stuff, you'll hear a little ka-ting noise, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just heard that noise, and you notice how I got my, I found where I needed to be, all because of that little noise.
Hey, you've got a chest there. On your left.
Oh, I do. Oh shit, I better get that. Yeah, I see it. Oh, more enemies, okay.
There goes your finger again. Go take that.
What'd you think of that? I just beat that dude's ass. So what do you think?
Yeah.
I like this part, the platforming. Okay. Okay.
You're gonna have to get through a little bit more of the game for me to have a better
judgment.
Hey, you're going the wrong direction.
Yeah, I can kind of tell that. I was just exploring. They actually encourage you to explore in this game. Yeah, exploration is heavily encouraged.
Yeah, cause you don't want to miss something.
Miss something, and then you have to forget it. And oh shit!
Trust me, I've learned that from open world game experience.
Yes.
And trust me, in some ways, Resident Evil has taught me don't make a thing. Uh-oh. Oh, two of them.
Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Those must be challenges I gotta complete. I'm digging this game. You know?
I no longer have fish. I'm excited.
You no longer have fish?
Yep. I told a neighbor that got evicted a few months ago that I would take care of his fish. and he finally came up over disaster earlier this evening and picked up his stuff.
Gotcha.
Ah.
One less thing I've got to move.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
But yeah, what do you? I like how this cursor, how it moves with you.
怎么回事？
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just found my destination.
别走！
So what do you think of the combat?
这是怎么了？打药，黑雾打药！糟了，香儿。
But no, there's an arena mode I'm gonna stream. Probably not tonight, but maybe at some point. It is a bitch. Because it makes it a roguelike game where you have to buy stuff and buy all your stances and buy all your moves and all this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was playing it just to get a good feel for the combat.
Mm-hmm.
It's up, here we go.
放你走，死的人更多，牺牲一人，换取其他人的安全，划算。香儿
Oh, what a dick! What a dick move!
天下第六。
Okay. What an absolute dick move. You know what I mean? Ah! Okay, they're trying to... Oh, shit. He's like, nope, not happening. Ain't getting none of me, bitch. Oh, fuck.
香儿，
阿兄，果然来了。
Now he's pissed. What do you want, you big ugly fuck? Bring it on, bitch. I got something for your punk ass.
He just wants to piss you off. That's all it is.
I think he's angry. I think I know why he's so angry. He wanted to take Homeboy's sister out on a date, and he said, no, bitch. You ain't getting none.
绑起来。
是。
去看看。是。
嗯哼。
伤得真重啊！你
The graphics are amazing on this game, though, wouldn't you say?
Surprisingly, for
a Chinese.
Well, for an independent developer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shitty that
天下 K
Xbox won't work with them a whole lot. Xbox was just buying up every damn independent developer for a while.
Oh, I know.
刚刚问出什么了？
属下惭愧。
此人是何来历？
这属下不知，只知他是乔哥村的一名猎户。
乔哥村的一名猎户，竟有能耐从我李军剑雨中救人。传令下去，找出此人。
遵
遵命。
So yeah, this game, I'm loving this game so far. It's got some interesting accessibility perks. Wouldn't you all say so?
香儿，没事的。
For
阿
you,
兄一定会
maybe.
把你救回来，不计代
And
价。
the graphics are good, the combat's solid.
I don't know. I mean, other than kind of really fighting a few wolves, you haven't really combated anything that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait on that and see how it's gonna hold up.
大王，
Really
快
can't
救救
give
香
you
儿！
a good review on the combat, so.
香儿受了重伤，快不行了。
啊，要让本大王出手救人，也不是不行。
我懂，不会让大王平白出手的。只要能救回香儿，我会解开最后一道锁，助大王脱困。
说说小丫头的情况吧。
You alright over there, Commoner?
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
Okay.
他脉象紊乱，微弱难辨。
Asking that question like you're sitting on the other side of the couch.
气若游丝。
Yeah, my fluff, the Prince of Fluffness is laying on the bed sleeping.
小鬼，解开机关锁，我来帮他收拾吧。
My floop's on the bed. She got a new Christmas sweater this year, so she had to wear that.
Now, did she like wearing it?
Yeah, she actually tolerates it, surprisingly.
请大王教我。
上次帮小丫头吊命的阵法，
You know, I wonder what the hell are they saying?
阵法，我一边说。
They got the English subtitles up there.
Right, but
行，借用天书之力，
they're so small, but
木石之物。
Oh, you can't read them. Okay.
yeah, so it's like, what the, you know, maybe someone that speaks Chinese will see this and might get what's going on, but nevertheless, I'm having a good time, you know?
再施展仙术，为其修复身躯，届时灵肉归一，才算圆满。
这方法委实离奇，不知大王有几分把握？
本大王自然是10打9稳，小鬼再拖拖拉拉就不用救了。
But no, I'd like to see East Edgesoft tackle a more traditional Souls-like with these similar mechanics, you know?
血脉至亲，那要是没有，
要是没有血脉关联的人，就要取得承载思念之物，才可施展借物代。
You know, you hit your 30s and you realize you're not as young as you once was.
Oh, I know.
And you're right in the middle of being in your 40s and 50s when everything starts tearing up, but you ain't in your 20s no more.
Yep. I know the feeling.
You're right there in the middle. Like ain't nothing really wrong, but you're sore.
Oh shit! A blue glowing light, people! What the hell? What the hell's that? It's not. Oh shit. Oh wow. You know, it would be interesting if they would have given us English voiceovers for this, like as an option.
Yep.
香儿。
Hey, I'll take Chinese.
香儿。
You couldn't do anything in the settings?
太好了。
No.
No, because
that's how this game is made.
Yep.
Okay.
But if you think about it,
是我们，怎么会？阿兄，我死了吧？
仙儿只是……伤得很重。不过没关系的。
I might reach
那位
out
大
to
王
East
教我一
Asia
个法
Soft
门，
and see if
暂
I
时取出你
can.
的元灵。
You know what I
等候我
mean?
解开机关锁，助大王脱困，他便会施展仙术。
本大王就会施展仙术。
You never know what they say.
好了，小鬼。
I know, right?
到时候领
Might
导
come
会
in a
议
patch
自然
later
就
on.
恢复了。
真的
That's what I'm
能
saying
恢复？
and thinking.
Because sometimes they fix the issues with patches.
But either way, I'm enjoying the game nevertheless, you know?
大王，我这就放你出来。
等你好久了，动作机灵点啊！
So what's everybody doing for New Year's?
I'm streaming on Twitch.
I'm probably gonna be trying to go see with my friends for New Year's. I haven't seen them in a while. I've done all my eye surgeries and stuff like that.
Right.
Trying to go see him, see how he doing.
I'm going to be streaming here on Twitch. So, you know.
I might try to do that once I get moved after the first of the year. I promised my best friend we'd go do something for our birthdays in January and do something for my god kid.
Okay, that's good.
So once I get settled into the new house, I might try to get that done.
I didn't know you had a god kid.
Uh-huh.
I did not know that.
Oh, nice puzzle.
Yeah, now I gotta figure it out. Left. L2, okay.
That's why I like to games with puzzles, something that make your mind think, make you think, try to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
How did you like shit, that game you and I were talking about that one night?
Oh, what you talking about? Wildlands?
Yeah.
Shoot, I got the first mission, then I started doing something else, and I completed the first mission. But I like it so far, and I'll get back on that eventually. Yeah, Tom Clancy's Wildlands. That's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Nice.
That middle one's gonna be the one you need to move to get it all lined up.
This reminds me of the puzzle on the remake of God of War. It does. Somewhat.
Oh, the
Somewhat.
I'm trying to think of which puzzle that is.
Cause it was a puzzle, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, you have to line everything up just correct.
Yes, it's one of them deals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's cool. It's got a good concept to it.
小鬼，好了没啊？
应该快好了。
行不行啊，小鬼？
我再试试啊。
We'll figure this out eventually, folks.
Almost got it. I ain't gonna lie. If I had this game, I'd be going through a walkthrough by now to figure that part out.
Oh, the puzzle,
I know,
yeah.
But I have a feeling you will figure it out. May take
Yep.
you a bit, and you'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's got to be a way.
You need to line up all those squigglies together.
Yeah, all the little line thingies.
Part of me just wants to take it and do it because I see it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta let him do it.
Right.
Yeah, I know, and I think I've got part of the conceptual figured out.
Alright, see the middle row, the middle ring?
Yeah, I see it.
Alright, so the prongs, you have to, on the middle one, line up the prongs on the two end prongs on the outside first.
Alright,
You
so
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, the big ring first.
Big ring, leave it alone. The middle ring, line up that one with the big ring first.
Alright, so I'm on the middle ring, not the little one, but the one.
Yeah, the middle ring, yeah.
Alright, so let me get that
And
done first.
all the end points.
Yeah, I need to line up, right. Alright, there's that. I'm looking to see. That one. It would be nice if they would give like an audible cue to let you know. You know what I mean? When everything is all good to go, that would have been an awesome feature. You know, some sort of an audible little ding or something to let you know.
So, has anybody seen Matrix 4 yet?
No.
Nope.
Oh, that's disappointing. Somebody has to go see this movie and let me know how it is.
No, I'll have to go see it. I have HBO Max.
Well, fine. Somebody watch it and let me know how it is, whether or not it's a good movie or not. I had HBO Max till I had to cancel one of my phone plans, and then they canceled my HBO Max, even though I still part of AT&T.
Oh.
Oh wow.
So I need someone to take it for the team and watch Matrix 4 for me.
Well, I'm gonna do my best to watch it sometime in the morning.
It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be done tomorrow. I just need somebody to take one for the team and get it done. I'm just being honest here.
They take one for the team.
Alrighty.
哦，我知道了，是这枚零件错位。只要把它
Now I won't be so dependent on John Wick 4. Hopefully by then I won't
Hey,
have all the
guys.
mess.
He got it.
Got it. Hopefully by John Wick 4 I won't be having the issues I'm having now, and I'll actually have the time to go see it.
Actually, after this plays, I'll explain.
Text field. 2 viewers.
大王，对不住啊，我
你事到如今也只好去找小白帮忙了。不对，过了这么久，小白应该早就死了。你去上山找小白。
Because I was sorely disappointed in Fast and Furious 9.
去上山找一群自称墨者的家伙，让他们来修。
小白的徒子徒孙叫做墨者。
不过是一卖糖汁罢了。
Now, why are you disappointed in Fast 9?
I think they took it a little too far. They added space concepts to it.
Yeah. That's when you know it's going off the rails.
So.
But no, what I discovered, you can skip puzzles in this game.
好，我们这就出发，前往
So
上
if
山
you。can't solve a puzzle, you can skip it.
是啊，我和阿兄一起，
Yeah.
说不定
Kind of like
还能帮上
it
点什
was
么
like
忙。
that in I think the remake of God of War 2.
吃过，
Really?
很香
Yup,
远
I
远的
think
闻得
so.
到。
I haven't played God of War in a minute myself.
啊？
It was like The Last of Us Part 2, it has that. So.
Yeah. I need to get back into that.
I know, I need to play the PS5 upgrade.
Hey man, I mean, you do, you're still going to enjoy it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we all can enjoy it in our own way.
抓只符鬼当动力就可以用了，把小丫头的园林藏进去，可以掩盖气息。你先随便抓只符鬼来吧。
大王说的倒是轻巧，我连符鬼长什么样都没见过。
忘了，轩辕界没几只符鬼，离你们家不远处，山里有一座鬼神祭坛，你去那里找找吧。
鬼神祭坛又是神？
你这小鬼问题真多，去了就知道了。
You know, I feel like cutting off my
我们
hair
这就出发。
just so when I'm on the stream with you guys, I don't got to deal with it.
我是说，在我开门之前，你们两个可别。
I always take off my headset 2 or 3 times just to adjust my hair to get it off my face.
天下。
Oh shit. But yeah, you can skip puzzles in this game, so again, another accessibility feature. You know?
大小姐何必如此？不如咱们去找找那小子和丫头，大家一起想想办法。
是呢，也许大家会有办法的。
肯定没问题的，别太早放弃才是。哎，怎么突然变得好黑呀？大小姐，你在哪儿啊？
是呀。
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Oh shit.
What do you think?
That I cooked dinner and forgot to turn my oven off hours ago.
Oh,
and
not
just
good.
happened to look over.
阿里佳琪，送给李大人。
We did barbecue pulled pork and sandwiches and nachos tonight for dinner.
Nice. But yeah, you know, I'm glad I discovered that you can skip those puzzles. Now that I know if I can't solve one, I can just skip it. One game I want to see come back is Castlevania.
家里好乱。
李军进来搜过，还好我们早一步进了天书世界。
门都坏了。
哎，仙儿，你看，以后没人可以说咱们家徒四壁了。
啊？
咱们家除了4面墙壁，还有满地的杂物呢。
唉，阿兄。
看看家里还有什么东西可以带上，然后就出发吧。
Damn, another achievement unlocked.
Ooh.
See, I like how this game doesn't penalize you for skipping puzzles.
Some do, but you know, some don't.
Yeah, there might be an
developers-
achievement for.
Some don't understand the accessibility issues too.
Right. And yeah, I think East Edgesoft gets it in their own way, but they've got a lot of work to do. Voila. See how I got that audio key when I did that? That's a good little feature that they have in, but what I would have loved was a menu narrator. You know? What I would have loved in this case would have been a full-on menu narrator, you know?
When was this game released?
This year.
This year? Okay.
Yeah. Yep, it was released just this year.
Gotcha.
So. It was released just this year, so. Oh wow, there's a lot you can do. Yeah, there's a lot they could have done with the fonts in this game. As far as, yeah, there's a lot they could have done with this. You know, from an accessibility standpoint, you know? Like that right there, that little doo-doo.
Yep.
That's a good thing. Alright, touchpad to... Okay. Now, I heard a lot of interesting things about Necromunda hired. What we're going to do tomorrow night. I'm going to say we're playing Necromunda tomorrow.
What are you playing tomorrow?
Necromunda hired gun. It's supposed to be like Doom 2016 in the Warhammer universe.
路途遥远，还是轻装简行为妥。
So yeah, I'm definitely digging this. Especially from an accessibility standpoint, you know? Now, what I wish they could have done, and I hope that they do end up doing this, the PS5 upgrade. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely get it. So what are your thoughts on the graphics of this so far?
The graphics
are top notch.
Are nice looking. Wow, like I'm seeing like look at everything, the graphics, lighting, all that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, one thing I'm doing, I'm pushing the action button on everything. Cause you know, hold on. Damn it, you can't go out the window, shit. There we go, okay, I figured it out. Okay. Then we gotta go up here. Yeah, I had to figure out where the hell I was at here, you know? There we go, now I'm on track.
阿兄，我们带他一起走好不好？搞不好到了商山，人家墨者不让进山。大王不是说墨者都会机关术吗？拿着这个机关玩具，说不定可以当做信物什么的。
好，就依你。走吧。
嗯。
Oh wow. Oh yeah. I'm getting. Oh yeah. I will definitely be getting into this.
Now, question for both of y'all: what is your favorite open world game of all time that you love to play?
I would say for me it would be
I've loved the GTA series, but their open worlds are smaller. You know, I've loved Wildlands and Breakpoint to an extent, because of what you can do in the game.
Yeah.
So for me, it's variable of what GTA, because I grew up on it.
Right, yeah.
You know, games like Wildlands and Breakpoint, because of the accessibility in it with what you can actually do. You know, you can add, I'm not a huge multiplayer game person.
Right.
So what else can you do in the accessibility with How is the accessibility in Breakpoint?
Breakpoint, I wouldn't suggest it for you. Commoner, maybe because he's got better eyesight. But for you personally, probably not. You know, probably be a better game for you to buy at $15, whatever it's going for, and not stream it until you could actually see if whether or not it'd be.
So in other words, try it before I buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
What about
you know, I love
a game like this. What are your thoughts on
this game? Because you can tell where you're going more easily. You know, GTA, Wildlands has that map at whatever corner on the screen.
Oh, that annoying ass map. Oh yeah, that annoying ass map, yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot harder for you if
to
you're
see what I'm doing, right?
If you're driving a vehicle. Now, don't get me wrong, in Wildlands, there is something on the screen like this game that shows where you're going, but that's the most direct route if you're walking or running or something.
See, that's the thing. If more of these games would give you more options for accessibility, I would be down. I would be down for it because it would give me more options and more choices.
You know, Wildlands has something that shows where you're going, but it also has a map where you're gonna have to follow the street.
And there's
so you've got the waypoint that says you're so many whatever it is out, but that's the direct route, you know.
Right.
Like
with this, another.
You know, I get, you know, there's a lot of games that I can play that you yourself can't. No, Commoner on the other hand can play a lot of the more games.
Right, because his eyesight's better.
Yeah, he's gonna enjoy, you know, he's gonna enjoy a lot more of the games that I can enjoy.
Yeah.
Without trying to relate to you, Blind Metal Gamer, I'm gonna relate to Commoner more on some of these other games.
Right, because he's got more sight, whereas I don't.
So, I've got to be, you know, with you, I got to be more careful with him. Him and I can share more of the game, more of a full-fledged, him and I can share more fledged of some of these other games.
Well, I've got to be a little more selective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with this, see, I bought this not knowing what I was going to be getting.
Right.
And it turns out that I got a home run. You know?
You know, that, you know, when you ask my opinion on some games, I can tell Commoner that I absolutely love them. I think it'll work for him. You, on the other hand,
it's a different situation because I might not be able.
I've got to take into account that hey, you may not see the waypoints or the map on whatever corner of the screen to follow.
Right.
Wherever you're going.
Well, with this, yeah, I can see it. You know what I mean? And it's easier to follow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a lot easier to follow. I thought it was going to actually be harder to follow. But it was actually easier for me. So, hey, if the devs are watching this, props on the waypoint, you know? I mean, definite props because they didn't have to do this. You know?
Mm-hmm.
They could have been jerks about it and said, no, we're not going to consider those who might have low vision or those who might have a bit of a cognitive disability or whatever. With me having low vision, yeah, I've got to watch and say, okay, can I see this? One thing that helps me is YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I can get on YouTube and just look at a game. Okay, how would I deal with this? Would this be a good fit?
See, that's, you know, I rely on Twitch more than I rely on YouTube for game streams if there's a game I want to buy.
No, there's a specific channel I look up on YouTube.
Now, I'll do, like, game ranks.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll watch a lot of game ranks because a lot of their videos are 10 to 20 minutes long.
Yeah, and they always do try before you buy it.
Yeah, I like that.
And I would love, and I'm gonna talk to I think his name is Jake Balladino.
Yep, that's him.
I'm gonna ask him if he'll consider talking about accessibility. You know, in his before you buys, because one thing I noticed about Necromunda, and this is why when we get into that game, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. The accessibility is there, but it's very not well done. It's almost as if though they phoned it in, you know. You know, we're just gonna put it in because we have to. One thing I love is when the developer takes the time and the effort to make their game an accessible product.
Mm-hmm.
Like with, I think it's called Multiverses. They said they're going to have accessibility built in from the start. And it's 100% free to play too. So that's a good thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing. I love it when they do that. When devs will actually take the time to make a game accessible. Like this game, yeah, does it have features in it? Yeah. And is there some issues? Yes, I can see, like, there being issues with, like, if you cannot see the cursor and where to go, that could be a problem. But with, if you had, like, someone to help you, like, see the cursor, that could rectify that situation. You know, have somebody help you. But, you know, if you want to be fully independent, and I get, you know, I want to be as independent as possible when I game because it's a release for me, you know? It's a form of escapism. And I get why they do what they do. I totally get it. Know what I mean? I totally get why they do what they do. But what I don't get is like with like Dark Souls or the new Demon Souls. Why didn't Bluepoint make an effort to say, hey, let's make this accessible to new players that might not have gotten to play Demon Souls before, you know? It's like they didn't even take that into consideration. Mm-hmm. Like they thought about it, but then they decided, no, it'll ruin the purity of it, you know? Yeah, they decided it would ruin the purity of the product. For me, here's how I look at that. If you want to make a game, make it fully accessible. You know? Or make it fully accessible, you know? What I mean?
Ooh,
bless you. So, Roper, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. I mean,
if they're gonna make these, they need to make it fully accessible to everybody.
You know, accessibility for me never.
It wasn't an issue because it was something you never had to contend with. But like with me or with some other people that I know, they need it. Know what I mean? You know, that need the accessibility piece.
That's why sometimes when I buy a new game, I've got to word it to a point that even with you that says, "Hey, I know you're not gonna be able to see what's going on."
So I wouldn't want to waste my money on it.
Right. Commenter, on the other hand, he's got, I can tell him, "Hey, I bought this new game. You might enjoy it."
Yeah.
Now,
right.
Him and I were talking the other day about John Wick Hex.
Right. How is that, by the way? I've wondered if.
I picked it up. I've got like the $5 off a month at GameStop because I redid my thing, and I picked it up on my like November $5 off. Which reminds me, I need to go up to.
Yeah,
GameStop
I've got to go up because I
find something and use my December.
How good is that game? How good is John Wick Hex?
If GameStop has it for $10-15 and you get your $5 off,
right,
worth it. But if
it's not worth a full 20.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna get it for $10-15, it's gonna be one of those little games that you can play.
What do you do in that game exactly?
What I don't like about it is it still has the overhead view instead of that first person or third person view on it.
So it's isometric. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Diablo style. Okay.
Yeah, so it's coming in.
The one thing that I don't like about Diablo 2, and this is what really put me off, they said it was going to have screen reader support and menu narration. None of them are there. You know what I mean? So I feel like I pre-ordered that game in vain because, I mean, it's a good game, don't get me wrong, and I like it, but I feel like they really need to ramp up their accessibility. You know. And it's like, here's how I look at it. If you're gonna make a game and you're gonna tell me there's gonna be a screen reader on this, there better be screen reader on it. You know?
Right.
There better be a screen reader because without one, to me, that's unacceptable. When they promise it. You know? There's a lot of these devs, I wish I could hold them to their word. I wish I could hold their feet to the fire and make them make it accessible. So how gory is John Wick Hex? How gory is it?
I didn't make it far into the game yet. I've not had a lot of time to actually get on here and actually play games.
So what do you do, like, in the game? Do you, like...
It's an overhead view like GTA 2. Before 3 came out.
That's what I thought about. I'm like,
yeah.
So is it like a strategy game? Is it a
kind of a first-person takedown? I'm assuming there's some strategy to it because they show you how to hide and.
Oh, it's one of the. I probably wouldn't dig it.
You know,
I'll YouTube it and I'll see what's up.
I don't necessarily recommend it either, because it was one of those I got $5 off at GameStop just to see.
Yep.
Oh, just to see what it would be about. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it was one of those cheap games.
dealers. Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I probably won't. I'm probably gonna get when I go to GameStop, because I got some games I'm trading in. I might try. I don't know if I want to get Demon Souls or not. The remake.
Mm-hmm. Man, the last time I went to GameStop was like 2 weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago. I was at Mall St. Matthews, and I just went in there and looked around, asked a question about PS5 stuff like that. That was the last time I stopped in any GameStop.
Shoot. But no, like one thing, like tonight, the reason why I got on kind of not really late, but around now is because I knew I wanted to get this done.
Right.
And see what it was all going to be about, you know? And just check it out and see what it was gonna entail and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to see is, I wonder how they would do with a Souls like Diablo. So what do you think that would be like, guys? A Diablo game, but it would have Souls like mechanics with the stamina based combat and.
Well, I am not an expert on the Diablo or Souls at all, so that's way off my radar.
Out of your wheelhouse, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could work if they do it right. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because we've never seen Blizzard take on a Souls game, you know? Like, we've never seen their take on Souls. Although, hey, I'd be down for it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely try a Blizzard Souls. Granted, if they do it right, you know?
Alright, I finally found a game.
What's that?
Blood Rain 2 revamped.
I've heard a lot about that game.
Okay.
Is it one you think I would be able to get into, or?
I don't know, I'm downloading it now, so I can't tell you.
Nice. I've thought about that one, but, you know.
As soon as it gets downloaded, I'll let y'all know. I'll give y'all a...
Cause I remember hearing about the first Blood Rain. I never played the first one.
I remember playing it on the PlayStation 2 when I was a kid.
Yeah, I remember playing that and 2, but like, you know, I never could get into 2 when I was younger just because of just weird, quirky mechanics and shit. You know? But now that I'm older, and I'm old enough to appreciate, you know, I mean, I could have owned it legally back then, but the thing was that I just didn't, you know, I would just go in and type in stupid shit in the cheat menu to see what would work. Like, I remember one, I'll say it off stream, I won't say it on, or do you want me to just go on and tell you all what it was?
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Okay. Uber taint horny slut.
Huh.
Run that again.
Uber taint horny slut. I know, right? I'm like, oh, hell no. You could come up with the weirdest shit in that game. The one thing I couldn't figure out in Blood Rain 2 is the fatalities. You know what I mean? I couldn't figure out the fatality system.
Ah.
What I want to see is more of a traditional, like a Chinese type of. I know there's a guy, I forget the name of it, but they're doing a Souls-like RPG over in China.
Mm.
The Chinese devs are doing a Souls-like. Oh my god!
Excuse me.
One game that I really did not, I bought on PS Plus, but I feel stupid for doing it, was the Immortal Shell, because I thought we were getting the current gen version, and we got screwed.
Ah.
Yeah, we got gypped. Because,
Yeah,
we all got
got
gypped,
took.
taken
Got
advantage. Yeah, we got took, and I was so pissed. Because I was wanting the PS5 version. I was like, oh, hell yeah, a free PS5 game? Fuck yeah, I'll take it.
Wrong.
Right. So what, you know what I'm definitely going to pre-order? My first pre-order of the year is going to be, though?
Huh.
2K22, WWE.
That should have been a given if I knew that was coming out.
But you got to understand now with interpretation, because I've heard a lot of people are kind of nyeh on it after the dumpster fire that was 2K20.
Oh man, from what I heard, 20 was horrible.
Oh my god, 20 was just unacceptable. 2K, what the fuck were you thinking? God dang.
Do you realize I still have 2K19?
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they're still letting you play it online too.
Well, yeah, man,
that's
what I heard. 2K20 was horrible. I'm like, man.
Yep, I think they're gonna sunset.
I don't play it, and that's what I heard. I normally don't play a lot of those games like that, but I heard a lot of those 2K20s were not so good.
They fucked it up royally.
Yeah. Now, let me see. I'm gonna go back. Now, when they started off, it was like this SmackDown series. Now, those on the PlayStation 2, and
right,
those were fun as I don't know what, bro. They were fun. But then when they went to SmackDown versus Raw series for a few years, they were alright. But then when they went to the 2K series,
when they went to 2K, here's where I think they lost their way. They're too sim focused, you know?
Yep.
Too focused on simulations.
Yep. And plus, I think past few ones they try to make the chain wrestling, so
that they try to make that their focus.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, BMG. Thank you.
And what they should have done was they should have kept it arcadey.
Hey, BMG.
Yeah.
Turn around. You're going further away from your waypoint. Go back the way you came. You're adding to whatever the.
Yeah, they
You see what I mean now?
Yeah, I get it now. I got you now.
Okay.
I got you.
Good looking, Blue. Good looking.
Yeah. I got you. But yeah, for a minute there, I thought Coca-Cola was not going to be on this stream no more.
No, it's beer on this stream tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're having a beer tonight? Oh, nice.
I told you, Ace Pineapple Cider.
Oh yeah.
I told you from the get-go.
She told you, bro.
Oh yeah, duh.
I just forgot to tell you about the. I forgot to tell you about the chocolate whiskey for the nightcap.
Oh shit. Chocolate whiskey for the nightcap, huh?
Yeah, I could add a few more choice words if you'd like me to inform you about them.
Well, maybe not on stream.
Okay.
It might not be acceptable for streaming behavior. Now come on.
Questionable. I've said worse on your stream.
Hey.
Don't hey. I have. I've said a lot worse.
Oh, I know. I have too. Now, one thing I really want to see them tackle is, one thing I want to see them get their hands on and take a go at is like I said, the Souls genre. Because from what I've heard, the combat in this is pretty Souls-ish. What I have heard. Yeah, they
Oof.
But no, they for a game from East Asia Soft, I'm really enjoying this. You know? I'm really enjoying it. Granted, I gotta figure out where the hell I am right now.
You were going in the right direction before I got up to throw away my can.
Oh.
You were going in the right direction.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep my eye on that big skull thingy. That's right. I forget. I gotta. Now, one thing I definitely want to see them do, maybe for the 8th one, is make it more, here we go. Yeah, what I would love to see is more of a...
Go up on that ledge. See
yeah, I got it. I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Go up again.
Yeah, I got it. But yeah, the
go
way
to
that...
the left. There you go.
There we go. But yeah, they,
No. Stop.
I'm looking to see something real quick. I'm just looking at something real quick because I wanted to see if... Okay, so I drop here, go this way. Okay, yeah, I see it now. I just had to get oriented, you know what I mean? Orientated. To where I was at because... Where this isn't a full-on open world, they encourage exploration. Ah, here we go. Now I'm where I need to be. Come on, you bastard. Yeah, see? I just got a thing. There's our waypoint.
Shit. I'm gonna try to work on getting my trophy count up.
Nice. Yeah, I've got a lot of in my collection. I've got a lot of trophies.
Yeah, I think I got like over 800 combined.
I have over 1,000 or something.
Now, do you have the hardest trophy to get?
Mm-hmm. What's the hardest trophy to get?
Platinum.
Yes, I do have some plats. Here we go. Here we go.
I love watching the game ranked ones on some of the hard trophies to get.
Yep.
Oh, I know.
Ones. And the crap you gotta go through to get them.
Oh, yeah. I know. Some of them are a pain in the fucking ass. Oh my fuck! Some of those you have to beat the damn game on like extra hard mode. What the fuck are you smoking?
I'm like, man, y'all kidding me? I'm like, man, nah.
Not happening, son.
Right.
Not happening.
I mean, I know one game I have right now. I know I can get a platinum trophy on. I just gotta follow it correctly to a T.
Yeah, some of those are a real pain in the ass.
Yep.
To get a plat on, like I know one.
Yeah, because the trophy list on the games is like, man,
what the fuck? And like, there's one. The Telltale games are easy plats.
For real.
Those are easy plats to get. Just complete the episodes, and you'll get the plats, no problem. But like games like I don't know about this game, but like Baldur's Gate Dark and Lights has no plat. Yeah, I heard that game's trophy list is a joke. For real.
Man.
One of my bus drivers is like, well, what's it like? I said, don't do it. You don't want it. I mean, it would be tempting for a nostalgia kick, but
right.
I'm not gonna get it, knowing that it would just be a waste of time as far as trophies.
是子旭啊，你们那没事吧？
Y'all both believe that I almost considered getting bullied.
这年头，就连待在家里都会遇到这种。
Hey, don't hate on that.
No,
that's a good game.
No, I'm not saying that's Rockstar. I love Rockstar games. I said I almost considered getting bullied.
附近的妖魔
You
是不是
should.
变多了？
Now, I do got to admit, the
以往
remastered
妖魔盘踞在
edition
深山，最近却开
on
始在
the
村庄附近出没。
was a
我前
better
几天进山打猎，还被一群豺狼
remastered
困住，
edition than
险些就交代在山
than
上。
PlayStation.
也不知是天灾还是人祸，总之我是差点丢了小命。妖魔肆虐，自
Yeah,
然是
no,
天
I
灾。
liked it better
怎么
on
会说是人祸呢？
on my Xbox
我也是听人说，
remastered than I
不久
did.
前有一名绿衣女子独自进山了。
Yeah.
哦，她进了山就没有回来了。但是在那之后，深山里的妖魔纷纷骚动，结果就出现了那头黑雾大妖。现在村子里都在传说，是那女子触怒了山里的鬼神，鬼神才降灾惩罚我们。一名女子，是啊，一个年纪轻轻的小姑娘，背上背了把黄金大剑，非常惹眼。
I want to see Red Dead Redemption get upgraded for PS5.
What, the last one? Or the
附近的
first
妖
one?
魔是不是变多了？
Both.
是啊，以往妖魔盘踞在深山，
Dude,
最近却开始在村庄附近出没。
That is
我前几天进山打猎，还被一群豺狼困住，险些就交代在山上了。也不知是天灾还是人祸，妖魔肆虐，自然是天灾了。王兄怎么会说是人祸呢？ 我也是听人说的。不久前，有一名绿衣女子独自进山了。哦，她进了山就没有回来了。但是在那之后，深山里的妖魔纷纷扫荡，结果就出现了那头黑雾大妖。现在村子里都在传说，是那女子触怒了山里的鬼神，鬼神才降灾惩罚我们。一名女子，是啊，一个年纪轻轻的小姑娘。背上背了把黄金大剑，非常惹眼。也不知道他跑哪儿去了。哎，听说过鬼神祭坛吗？那是禁猎区，属于山中鬼神管辖，4周禁伐禁猎。怎么突然问起这个？啊，听闻那儿有些稀有的药草，想采些给仙儿治病。采药的话倒是无妨，但最近山里不太平静，你们小心点儿。来，地图上标记启明墟的地方就是。启明墟？老一辈传下来的，听说里头别有洞天，但是谁知道啊？谁也不想冒着触怒鬼神的风险，在禁猎区下火。我就不陪你们去了。入山之后，当心点。多小条。
There was better details.
Yeah, it was on point.
What I don't get is why are they so into like I know they want to make it detailed and everything, and I get that. I totally get why they want to do it, but you know, people want Billy too.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't made that, to tell you the truth, with how much.
I'm surprised people have not put a big push for that, because the first Bully was so good.
I'm surprised because I'm with you. There's been a push on the gaming community to
get that done, yeah.
To create that, I don't know what it is or why they never.
Yeah, that's
they never want to do it.
Yeah, that's these big wig video games companies for you, man.
Yep.
You know, they'd probably make some money if they did it.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Trust me. It's like Rockstar. When Rockstar puts something out, people are gonna flock to it. It's like
oh, it's like a magnet. People are gonna.
They're the flame.
You know, when Rockstar puts stuff out, watch Grand Theft GTA 6. You know, when that comes out, it's gonna be hot.
It's a wrap. When that comes out in the next few years, oh my gosh,
it's a wrap, son.
Yeah, cause I heard so many rumors over this year and a half about that game.
Oh, I know.
That's gonna have a female lead. I'm like, please make it a female protagonist just once.
I know, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Me and my friend said,
yeah, give us a female lead. Give us a, you know, a female that wants to get revenge or something. Or someone with a you know, this might seem a bit far-fetched, and I doubt they would do this because of the controversy. Make the lead a person with a disability.
哎，你不是要上山采药，尽早出发呀。
You know?
天色暗了之后可是很危险的。
Granted, yeah, that might be a controversial move, but you know, that might be a controversial thing to do, especially in today's society and in today's world climate. But, you know, maybe put a person with a, you know, a character with a disability in there as maybe, you know, granted, you are a criminal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only conflict I would have with that. concept is you are a criminal and you have to do, I'll just call it questionable things. So a person with a disability might not be a good fit for that. Because it would give a negative light on that, and one thing I would hate for them to do is do that, you know. I'm always all about positivity.
Yeah, but when it comes to Rockstar and their GTA series,
yeah, they don't do
they love controversy.
Yeah, they want controversy, so that would probably do the trick.
Yep, as they say,
make the lead a controversy creates cash.
There it is. Thank you.
Just like Eric Bischoff said. Just like Eric Bischoff said.
Mm-hmm.
And if they were to make the person, the lead, a person with disability, I'm sure they would take into consideration, you know what I mean? They would have to take into consideration the type of disability.
Yeah.
Because there are certain ones you cannot do, like certain certain things with them.
Alright guys, I got a appointment in the morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and kick off here and get the floof out one last time.
Alright.
It was good having you on, Rob.
Well, hopefully I can get on next weekend with y'all.
Okay.
I'll be moving Monday, Tuesday, but hopefully next weekend I can
hop on
if I've got everything moved over internet-wise and everything.
Yeah. Oh, just to let y'all know, I'm getting new glasses next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
At least you wear yours. I need to start wearing mine. You never realize till you start getting older and went, oh shit, I'm driving, put my glasses on, might be a damn good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I don't drive and I still wear glasses, so.
Well, you're in a different circumstance. I'm just now starting to lose a little bit of eyesight. We could go, oh shit, I'm getting old.
Yeah, my circumstances are a lot different, so.
That old shit moment when you're like, I'm no longer in my teenage years and in my 20s.
Yeah, but that's a real pain in the ass.
Alright, fellas. Happy late Christmas, and if I don't speak to y'all over the weekend, Happy New Year, guys.
Hey, same to you, Roper. But yeah, Common the Crusher, what do you think? Alright, Roper has left us. So what do you think of this game so far, Common? Do you think you would like this?
This game's pretty nice. And I'm loving what I'm seeing right now with the little, I guess like a little night light or flashlight.
Yeah, how it right now it's not really guiding me anywhere. It's kind of, oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I like how it does that, you know?
Yeah.
But no, man, it's like, as for what I was saying, like if they wanted to make the lead in GTA 6 a person with a disability, Rockstar would have to be very careful in how they did it.
I mean, no, I
get they like their controversy, and I get that. But if they wanted to go that route, they're going to have to be very watchful in what they do.
Matter of fact, they wouldn't have to make the person a lead. Just put
him as a supporting character.
Just in the game. Just as like
kind of like the truth in GTA. Oh God.
Well, let me see. Well,
the truth. Remember the truth in GTA 5, San Andreas?
Yeah. Well, let me take that back. I think that one dude, Lester, I think he was like old age, was disability and whatnot. I think he was old. I think he was blind or something like that. Something like that. I gotta look up RPG type of game. Trying
I know that they did. I know Trevor's kind of cuckoo.
But hey, Trevor was my favorite character.
Now see,
Trevor was crazy. Michael was just a downless luck, hiding from Trevor for all these years, faked his death.
Mm-hmm. See, the one thing about Grand Theft Auto that I don't want, that I can't get into, is why don't they make it accessible? Why don't they make it an accessible game, you know? Get that accessibility up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see. Make it an accessible product. That's why I don't buy Rockstar. I don't buy their game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how the hell did I fast travel on here? What the hell? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so I cannot fast travel yet.
Not yet, my friend.
But not yet, my grasshopper. Now, remember that old game, did you ever play a game called Dive Kick?
I've never heard of that.
It's a fighting game, but the premise is it's just matches in real quick. You just dive, just 2 buttons, dive and kick.
No wonder it's called that.
They said that it was total crap, but I disagree, you know. Granted, yeah, it was unique, but you had to kind of, it was a thing that required an acquired taste. But I got bored with it rather quickly, and I got,
yeah, you lost interest, and
I just said to hell with it on the PS4.
Yeah, and it just collected dust.
Yeah. Now, one game I will not buy, and it was weird that Power Ranger Battle for the Grid game, 2 people wanted me to buy it on Twitter.
There must have been some true Power Rangers fans or something, dude.
That, or they were wanting to troll me.
I'm going with this. I'm going with A and B.
Yeah, they may have been wanting to just troll me into buying it. Because they knew, and just like you predicted, it's a money grab because they're doing all the seasons with it. I wouldn't buy something like that unless I got every bit of content at once.
Right.
Although I've heard good things about it, I'm almost 40, so it would be kind of a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is a 40-year-old playing something like this? You know, why is a 40-year-old? Oh, look.
Shoot, man.
Yeah, I could see, like, people at my work now. What did you stream? Power Rangers. You streamed what? Oh. The heat that I would get would be unreversible. There would be no way around it. And I would be forced to stop streaming it because of work. So what's your favorite, have you played that Unmetal? Have you played that?
I've never heard of it. Never ever heard of it.
Basically, it's a Metal Gear Solid clone.
Okay.
It's supposed to be based off of Metal Gear Solid, because there's no MGS game right now. It's their kind of take on, it's an indie developed game.
Gotcha.
And it's supposed to be like a spin-off, a parody of Metal Gear Solid. Because you can't, they're not going to make an MGS game right now.
Right.
Konami's being jerkish about it. Although I want to see Castlevania make a comeback, you know? I want to see Castlevania. I don't want to see Metal Gear. I want to see Castlevania make a comeback. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That was the game. That was what I got introduced to with the Konami, and then for me, Mega Man for Capcom, and then that branched off into Resident Evil. Oh my God!
Say that last one again.
Mega Man for Capcom. That's what I got introduced to Capcom with.
Yep.
Then I got introduced to Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm. Which Resident Evil game did you play? Was it only one you played, or?
I remember the first game I owned was Resident Evil 2.
Ah.
On N64.
You know they remade that?
Yes, I had the remake, but I kind of, like I said, I just didn't get into it. You know what I mean? After so long.
I played it. I got as far as I could, and at a certain point I stopped.
That's what I did too. Again, they didn't even bother to make it accessible. And had I known that, and I love Resident Evil to death, it's a good series. Had I known that, I wouldn't have supported it.
Right.
And I actually tried to talk to, I think it was the Sphere Hunter. You know, why don't you... There, here we go. You know what I mean?
在下什么棋啊?
Make it, you know, talk.
你可是错过了人生至宝。坐对边去，老夫一步步教你。
Okay. So we had to light up his thing. His lantern. Nice. Okay, so we're getting a new, we get to play chess now. Nice. What do you think about this?
It's nice. I see this game has a whole lot of puzzles.
No, this is Zolo chess.
Oh.
Yeah, this is Zolo chess. Yeah, we're playing Zolo chess now. Yeah, this is Zolo chess. I do believe. But no, you know how some people will use religion as kind of like a cop-out? Yep, this, I believe, is Zolo chess. Yep, it is. Yeah, this is Zolo chess. Yeah, we're playing Zolo chess now. What do you think?
That's my first time ever seeing this. Though I don't know the basis of the whole thing of it.
Zolo chess. I just beat him. I got an achievement for it too. I figured that this one would be an easy victory, you know? Like they would make it an easy one because it was the first one you played, but I'm pretty sure they're going to make them a hell of a lot more challenging as the game progresses. You know what I mean? But no, for those of you who like metal music out there in the chat,
你不是要上山采药，今早出发呀。
Look up Metal Church.
附近的妖魔是不是变多了？
是啊，以往妖魔盘踞在深山，最近却开始在村庄附近出没。我前几天进山打猎，还被一群披狼困住，险些就交代在山上了。也不知是天灾还是人祸，总之我是差点丢了小命。
妖魔肆虐，自然是天灾了。王兄怎么会说是人祸呢？
我也是听人说的， 不久前，有一名绿衣女子独自进山了。
哦，
她进了山就没有回来了。但是在那之后，深山里的妖魔纷纷骚动，结果就出现了那头黑雾大妖。现在村子里都在传说，是那女子触怒了山里的鬼神，鬼神才降灾惩罚我们。
一名女子？
是啊，一个年纪轻轻的小姑娘，背上。
Yeah, now we're back on track. But yeah, this game is a lot of fun. You know? Lot of fun. Try to figure out where I'm gonna go. Once I figure that out, we'll be golden. It's just a matter of, see, there's two totally separate paths that I can take. I think the path I want to take is this one, but I gotta figure out how to get over to it. But yeah, they but no, Common, did you ever play a game called Kasumi Ninja?
Never heard of it. True.
It was on the Jaguar. It was a Mortal Kombat knockoff.
Oh.
That might be why you never heard. I heard of it, but I never played it. And I heard that like I've seen videos of this on YouTube. That there was a guy on there who could shoot fireballs below the out of his man area. Yeah. I was like, oh hell no. I'm like, oh hell no. And not only would that be not very acceptable, you know? You know, we're here to do a stream here and not do a freaking obscene thing.
Right.
You know, but still, the fact that would... Just look up Kasumi Ninja on YouTube, you'll see what I'm talking about.
You said consuming?
Kasumi.
Oh,
Kasumi.
Kasumi.
Yeah, Kasumi Ninja, yeah. Or just look at Mortal Kombat ripoffs.
There we go. It's easy. Mortal Kombat ripoffs, and I bet you
it'll pop right up. Now, one thing I really want to see, and I'm dead serious about this, I want to see them do this, is make, there was a game called Tattoo Assassins. They never released it. I would love for them to you know, I wonder what NetherRealm's working on. We don't know. You know? We don't know what they're working on. We don't know what they're doing. And then I think I know why they're leaving us in the dark too. They don't know. They're not. It's probably because of legal reasons, you know. Know what I mean? No, I remember back in the day when we were younger, you'd buy a game and that's what you got. That's the way it was.
Like I said, a lot younger.
Yep, no streaming, no patches. Oh god.
Man, you had if you need to know how to get through the game, you have to buy those big Nintendo Power Strategy guides.
I loved those. Oh yes. Remember how they would give us the Prima Oh, I loved the Prima guides.
I've never heard of those.
The Prima strategy guides.
I've never heard of those.
They were supposed to be really top notch for like PlayStation and Dreamcast and.
Oh, okay.
Really detailed guides. And when they went out of business in like I think it was 2014 or 15, I was like, damn. You know.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
I know.
Man, I've always wanted to know this. I don't know if you know this, BMG, but I wonder who did the first the first walk when you started doing YouTube. People started doing the walkthroughs on YouTube.
Who did the first one?
I wonder, you know.
PewDiePie, I bet you it was. I do wonder that myself as to who did the first, but I bet you it was PewDiePie.
Because as you see, a lot of people that now do it. Everybody does a video game walkthrough, and that's basically your new way of a strategy guide.
Yep, and you know, I wish they would make them a little more accessible to players who couldn't see or players with disabilities. Like, there are some that you have to be very picky as to who you watch, because they won't commentate for you, and I hate that.
Yeah, but then you got some who do commentary, and you know they can kind of talk over the game sometimes.
Yeah, I like to be more of a balance. Now, when we play Necromunda, tomorrow we're playing Necromunda. Now, New Year's Eve, we're going to combat it up. Know what I mean? New Year's Eve, we're going and doing some Mortal Kombat action, bro. And remember, I said I invited you in. I'm going to invite you in. I'm going to make a party just for Friday. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just for our Mortal Kombat Blind Invitational. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know who I would love to have on stream?
Who?
And I was talking about this earlier. I tried to get in touch with the Sphere Hunter on Instagram.
Yeah.
Never got back with me. I don't think she likes being questioned. I think she hates questions.
Oh.
I get that from because some people can ask questions that would not be acceptable.
Right.
Which I would never do that, like, you know. You know, it would be awesome, but I kind of doubt. She's probably way too big for us.
Does she have her own like little YouTube channel or something?
Yeah.
And her name is Spear Hunter?
The Sphere Hunter, yes.
Oh, the Spear Hunter.
SPHERE.
SPHERE. Okay.
Yeah, Sphere.
Yep. Matter of fact, on my phone. I'm gonna look her up right now.
Yeah, I do.
So,
I think she doesn't game on PlayStation. I think she's only on PC. My thing is I can't figure out how to, you know.
Yeah, I see it now. I see it.
Yeah, see what I mean?
Yeah, she's
pretty.
Yeah, she's a cutie.
She's hot.
Oh yeah, she's a cutie. I ain't gonna lie.
I'd like to, well, meet her and, you know, have a conversation. I wouldn't be inappropriate.
Right.
Although I do know of some people that would be horn dogs and would.
Very much.
You know. Like, and I bet you she gets this. I can see as to why she's so leery as far as questions.
Mm-hmm.
She probably gets a lot of that in like her chats. They'll be like, you know, hey, Spear Hunter, let's go to my place for
blah 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 blah.
For things I will not say here.
Nightcap.
Yeah. Yeah, if we repeated it here, Twitch would get angry with us. You know?
Yeah.
Twitch might get angry.
Yeah, I definitely see she's a gamer.
Oh yeah. She's into it.
And that's one thing. I don't think the females get enough exposure.
No, they don't.
For them being gamers.
Right. And then you know, but like I said, you know, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
True.
So there could be things in her personal life. Because she did mention a girlfriend that could be just made up, again, to throw trolls off.
Right.
I mean, because you never know. I mean, or she might have a girl, and if she does, that's cool. You know?
Mm-hmm.
If she has a girlfriend, that's fine. I'm not opposed to it.
Yep, that's
I'm not opposed to that lifestyle. If that's what makes you happy and makes you content, hey, go do it. Go do it.
Yep.
Be you. Be yourself. You know. I remember for years I'd be like, oh, I'm cool with it as long as they don't, you know, force their views on me. Well, here's the way I look at it. They won't force anything on you because they're humans just like us.
Yep.
They're just like me and you. They're people. You know, the LGBTQ are people. But the point is I'm not going to be judging someone or accusing someone based on that lifestyle, you know?
Right.
I just can't do that. Although that's not my lifestyle, and that's not my thing. If it's your thing, go for it. You know, do what you got to do to be happy and content, you know. I remember my dad, I believe it was my dad who always said, don't judge people by their lifestyle choices or who they choose to be with, judge them by their character and how you're treated by them.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, that has stuck with me ever since that you know.
That was absolutely correct.
And I remember a very fluid life lesson. I remember he told me a story about how he, I believe, did, you know, one of his good, close, you know, friends was, I think, African American.
Mm-hmm.
And how you don't judge by color of skin?
No, you do not.
No, you don't. And this whole the whole Black Lives Matter movement, the Asian Lives Matter movement. Here's how I look at it. Do I believe? Yeah, but see, I look at it like this. We all as a human race matter in some way. That's the way I look at it. We all have a part to contribute to society.
Yep.
So if you exclude one part of it, you're excluding, you know, the person's whole talent. So it's almost like, it would be like with me, oh, if someone said, blind lives matter, you know.
Right.
Same concept.
Mm-hmm.
Different way of deriving it.
Yep.
And oh my god. It'd be interesting to get Spear Hunter's take on a lot of this, you know, a lot of my theories. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as Resident Evil, that's what she mainly taught, is her memories of Resident Evil with her family.
Yeah.
Now, my late brother got me onto Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, we got to do our RE Village playthrough on PS5. Since I've got the PS5 version now, we can do it with ray tracing and shit. Hell yeah.
Cool.
And I could talk about how, you know, we can say some of these stories from when we play it.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like, my brother got me into Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I guess that's part of the reason why I've not really picked it up and really got into it. I like it, but I'm just not ready to sit down and just go hardcore with it because of all the memories.
Right, yeah. That's understandable.
Cause,
you need to go no further, man. You can just
I just found where we need to go. Hold on. I just found where we need. Oh, I just found our way we need to be. Holy hell! Come here, bitch. Yep, I found what I needed to find.
可恶，真把我当烤乳猪了。
香儿，你知道你的香囊里面都有些什么吗？
有白芷、木樨、迷雾和藿香。
哦，原来你是只自带香料的烤乳猪啊
What the hell did they just say?
现在香囊在你那儿吧？
是啊，帮你收的好好的呢。
你才自己带着香料呢。
Yeah, I can't believe I just stumbled on that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
But no, like, I mean, I want to play RE8 in Village, but it's just like, I've got to figure out when the best time to really jump into it's going to be, because, I've got to consider that factor.
Yeah.
But no, like, I would love to get into a conversation with Spear Hunter about that. Like, her Resident Evil memories.
Mm-hmm.
I think hers and mine might add up. What do you think?
Yeah.
Come on, bitch.
But hey, man, taking myself off here tonight. Take it easy. Probably go to bed.
What do you think of that execution move? What I mean, what does he do? Like impale him or something? I think so.
Yeah.
But no, man. You gonna head out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out.
Cool. Well, man, you're more than welcome to join me tomorrow for Necromunda.
All right.
If you want, you know, because I know you've been going through a lot, and you know, my stream is always open. You know what I mean? If you ever want to join, you're more than welcome.
Oh yeah, I know it, and I appreciate it as always.
Exactly. That's the way. That right there is what gaming should be about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The love and the passion.
Yep.
And not all these dumb trolls trying to screw it up for people. I mean.
That is true. Well, amen.
So,
I will catch you later.
Well, brother, you have a good night. I will see you later.
And
you have a good one.
All right, man. You take care.
You too, man. Peace out, brother. Alright, Common the Crusher just left us, so we're gonna kick back, we're gonna go in here. I think I'm gonna see what's up with if I can Elysium. I'm hoping there's a way I can I don't think there is. Shit. That sucks. The bastards. Hold on. Sort of Elmar. What the fuck's that? Oh, that's my quest log. Okay. So yeah, tomorrow we're playing Necromunda Hired Gun. And then Friday is our New Year's Eve bash, so. And the New Year's Eve bash is going to be insane. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on there and throwing down with some MK on New Year's Eve. Looking back on 2021, looking ahead to 2022. And what it will bring. I'm hoping we'll get more Dark Side of the Ring. But we'll talk about that New Year's Eve. Oh shit. Now for a budget game, I'm really digging this. So chat, what's everybody thinking of this game so far?
前不是这样的。
他们不会也是冲着我来的吧？
不是的，这匹狼只是普通的山间野怪而已。况且现在带着香料的人可是我呢。
阿兄是带着香料的。
嘿。
And if anybody asks, I'm playing it on normal. Yeah, I'm playing on normal mode. Oh shit, what the hell was that? God, the water effects on this is nuts. Ah, here we go. Found our next spot, I do believe. Let's go, boys. Die. Alright, there we go. Okay, now this is going to be a weird piece of business. But no, I'm digging this. This is a fun game. So yeah, this is Xuan Yuan Sword 7. I'm actually getting into this. I'm liking it. And I'm really enjoying the combat. The combat's fun. What the hell was that? I know one thing, I'm getting a hell of a lot of achievements tonight. Now, just a heads up, there will not be a stream New Year's night. Because I'm going to be streaming, or I'm going to be watching Day 1. WWE.
第一次和阿兄出远门呢。
胡说！仙儿，你才满周岁的时候，我就背着你周游列国了。
还周游列国呢？阿兄一辈子都待在大兴国境内吧？
不是，阿兄小时候住过大汉呢。
啊，阿兄。
Oh, okay, so that was a bonfire. Nice. One thing I love about this is you can lose yourself in this world. Just for hours on end, just, you know, getting into Xuan Yuan and... You know, if you play it right, you can have a lot of fun with this. Let's see what's up here. Yeah, I'm just exploring, looking, checking stuff out. But that's how I like to play these games, you know? Explore off the beaten path, as they say. Oh, hell. No, this game is a very fun game. I'm digging it. I mean, yeah, it requires some exploration and some timing, but it's worth every bit of it. But no, it's just amazing what East Agersoft has done with, just imagine what they'll do on the PS5. Oh my god. It will be incredible. Oh, here we go. I think I may have figured out where I got to go. I think and hope. Let's see. Yeah, this game rocks on so many levels. The combat rocks. The story rocks. It's just a good game. All in all. Oh shit. Die, bitch. He was easy enough. Easy mode, baby. Hell yeah. Alright, I think I'm going to... Let's see here. There's got to be a way I can get to the main menu. Ah, here we go. This might be it. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's going to conclude part 1 of Xuan Yuan Sword 7. Next time, we'll continue where we left off and see where this adventure goes next. I want to thank Common the Crusher and Rubber Blue for joining me. I hope everybody's enjoyed this, and there will definitely be more of this, and stay tuned for that. And tomorrow, stay tuned for the start of Necromunda Hired Gun here on the channel. And then Friday, the big New Year's Eve bash with Mortal Kombat 11. Until next time, I've been your host, Blind Moto Gamer, saying salam everyone, and peace out.